The Heisman Trophy winner deactivated his Instagram account as online criticism continues about his relationship with his fiancée, Leanna. One notable post came from former Dallas Cowboys wideout Dez Bryant in a since-deleted tweet. This is what Dez wrote, quote, "She talked all that shit about you, saying she was going to address the situation once, but kept talking about it. She loves the attention way more than you. She thinks she's an equal to you. I can tell you're a great dude, and I promise there's a woman out there who's going to make your life easy and respect you. From what I see, she has nothing to offer but a fucking headache," end quote. This is tricky. And it's going to be a little bit more than a quick hitter. Let me tell you why. Dez Bryant's heart is in the right place. Let's get that out the way. He's an older brother looking at a younger brother, potentially in a dicey kind of situation. His future being bright, won every major award you can imagine, including the Heisman. Sky's the limit, future millions coming down the pike. And Dez, a former star football player for the Dallas Cowboys, is simply looking at the brother and saying, and doing what he can to help give him guidance.
Facts. I agree with all of that.
I'm not here to throw any shade on Dez Bryant. His heart was in the right place.
Okay, where are we going with this?
But it doesn't mean that the situation doesn't require compassion. If I were Dez, or me talking to Dez, here what I would have preferred he did. Called her out respectfully by saying, "Where's the love? Stop thinking about just you and look out for him. You're choosing to be in the public eye because you're on social media. This brother is in the public eye because he plays on the football field as one of the elite performers out there, and his career is about to take off. Look out for him." That's not to say that she did anything intentionally to go the other way. I don't believe that about Leanna 1 second. And I don't want to hear anything about anything that she may have done years ago. She's a young lady.
All right. I see the simping is here, but I understand why the simping is here because, again, Stephen A. Smith has a much bigger audience than all of us, maybe short of Shannon Sharp. And Stephen A. Smith is trying to cross over and pivot into a different lane in addition to what's happening in sports. The problem is that Dez Bryant isn't speaking to her. Dez Bryant is speaking to Travis. Now, the thing that Stephen A. should have said is Dez Bryant could have called Travis behind the scenes and gave him gave him the game instead of not necessarily putting it out on social media. Whatever. That's the age that we live in. But the advice shouldn't be to her. The advice that Dez Bryant is giving is to him. And Dez Bryant is saying, hey, listen, I don't know if this is the play that you want to make. We don't really care about what she think. We want to move on and we want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you protect yourself. What Stephen A. is saying that Dez Bryant should have reached out to the girl or spoke to the girl and said, hey, you need to be a little bit more quiet. And he's the one that's in the spotlight. You choosing to be in the spotlight, you probably shouldn't be in the spotlight. I could see where this is going already. Let's continue.
Come on, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? She ain't some seasoned grown woman who's experienced and living her life and, manipulating things. And she's a young lady.
She's doing what grown women do, though.
So I'm not here to criticize her. Certainly not here to criticize
Stephen A. should have stayed away from this.
I support Shedeur Sanders coming into the defense of his teammate, and clapping back at everybody. This is Shedeur Sanders' tweet. All y'all athletes, entertainers, artists, etc. If y'all genuinely trying to holler at Trav, y'all know how to get in touch with him or someone around. At this point, y'all just posted for the algorithm trying to look cool. Yep. Shedeur Sanders is right.
I agree. And that's why I said that Dez, with the level of visibility and the type of, clout that he has, he probably could have got in touch with Travis behind the scenes. He didn't necessarily have to post it online. So I understand what Shedeur Sanders, with all of the content creators, that's what we do. We talk about whatever it is that's popping in social media and popular culture and give our opinion or add value into the conversation or we take away from it by being toxic. Either way, that's what content creators do. They create content around things that is popular at the moment. But for the specific athletes that have no vested interest other than gaining more Instagram followers or getting some clout, I agree with Shedeur Sanders, and that's why I preface what I was saying by that. But again, Dez Bryant, if you just remove that aspect of it, he's speaking to Travis. He's not speaking to his girlfriend. Let's continue.
Travis Hunter plays for primetime Deion Sanders. There ain't an athlete or an entertainer in this country that don't know how to get in touch with primetime Deion Sanders. Mm-hmm. And you could get to Travis Hunter. You don't have to sit up there and blast him out on social media. He's a young man.
Dez, learning quick.
Me,
in a different
everybody
era.
Else included. When we were their age, what kind of mistakes did we make?
Yeah, well, we didn't have social
What kind of
media
mistakes were we prone to? Let's have some compassion
and
when it comes to trying to look out.
Either, that's for sure.
Our hearts are in the right place. Here's what I would tell you if you Travis Hunter and Leanna, Lene. I applaud the fact that you canceled your social media accounts.
Facts. That's the first thing you said that makes sense.
See, Travis Hunter can take criticism about his play on the football field. What he can't take
that's the first thing
is the cynicism thrown in the direction of his lady, who's taking a lot of heat. She clearly can't take it because she was on social media about to break down and cry.
Yep.
And he can't take what she's experiencing. So the fact that y'all closed down your social media account is a good thing. You know why? Because it will remind you that you never needed to be on it to that degree in the first place. Your personal life is your personal life. Football is one thing. Your personal life is another. And that applies to her too. You ain't got to have everybody know you. He knows you. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have everybody loving you. He loves you. You don't have to have everybody caring about you and your well-being. He does. And as long as y'all got each other and you keep your business to yourself, then people won't have much to say. Mm-hmm. And even if they did, it won't matter because they don't know.
You don't hear it.
Because you didn't let them know.
You completely remove yourself.
Please remember that.
Yep, I agree.
Pretty please. With sugar on top. One final quick hitter takes us to...
Nope. Stephen A. Smith was right and he was wrong. What he was right about was the fact that it was great that they shut down their social media. Listen, close the computer, turn off the phone, delete the app, stay focused on what you got to stay focused on, and don't let nobody get into the way. When I close this app, when I get done doing what I'm doing, I am 100% fully immersed in whatever I got going on, whether I'm watching a movie, whether I'm at a game, whether I'm chilling with my daughter, whether I'm chilling with my chick. No matter what I got going on, I am immersed in it. I don't get involved in anything outside of it, and I'm focused on whatever the task is that I'm focused on. When I'm doing content, I'm 100% dialed into the content. When I'm not doing content, I really don't care. I am not the type of person that be checking my DMs all day. I do not be reading comments all day. I pick a time and a place where I attack that or I deal with that, and then I move on. And that's the best thing that they could have said. Stephen A. is absolutely right about that. The part that he's off is that nobody has any obligation to reach out to her at all. At all. Now, if you're an OG in the game and you're an ex-football player and you know what I'm saying, that's a different conversation. But for the content creators, man, listen, we in a social media era, and I might not even agree with all of the bullying, because I think that there is some genuine interest in seeing him successful, and there's some people that just want to see the world burn. However, you got to read the room, understand that it's a different time. We don't live in a time. We didn't grow up in a time. Thank God we didn't grow up in the time that they're growing in, and we don't have to suffer with the same thing that they're suffering with. And that's just a part of the game. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think about this.